Alright, so here's the reinforcement kit I've designed. It is composed of what we call a frame here, a frame with a flange bearing. The flange bearing is about 14 tons of capacity. We have a brace, what I call here a closing plate, a belly plate underneath the tractor, and that would leave enough space for the drawbar and oil drainage at maintenance time. And then we have the link between the closing plate and the belly plate. Alright, so from the top we have the cab suspension safety hook, which was initially designed to have 4 bolts, so we had to drill 2 extra holes to have the 4 bolts in place. Also, we had to remove those 2 extra bolts here. I guess it's an option in a different tractor needed. Anyway, in this case it was not an issue. For other model, maybe they'll need to have some extra work here to deal with that. Again, this is my prototype version, so I only have 4 hooks here to have, let's say, a tank or a toolbox. What else? A rock box as well. The latest version is going to have a little wider platform to leave more space to hook things here, and that ends up to be a nice little bonus we have here. Alright, so that's 6 bolts here to be holding this thing. Here the bearing have to be seated on this little spacer that have to be well adjusted to make sure the bearing sits there and transfer the strain properly, because both might have some loose, and we want to have a perfect alignment from the shaft from all the 3 bearings here. Alright, so then we have bolts here. These bolts are hexagonal, but the final version is going to have a roundish bolt actually to match this one here, because we might generate some leaf damage here, so the final version is going to be using roundish softer bolts here. Alright, that's good for this. And finally we have here the brace. That brace is a nice extra strain we're adding. I believe it can give some more strain again when we're braking or pulling strongly. Some say it might not be needed, but it's nice to have, and as an extra, you know, that can become a very nice chain holder here, chain hooks to store the chain. And on the other side we've installed pin holders. Again, that ends up to be a nice location to store things. Also, that space can be reused in a very nice manner. Let's see, here I've designed a little platform here so we can store seeds. That's as it is right now. We can put some like 3 corn bags of seeds. On the other side I put my toolbox. Put this on. Alright, there you go. Little bolts here, and very close to where we need to have it. It's very convenient. Well, that's again the point here is to recover the full capacity of the tractor. In this case, in this tractor we have a theoretical lift capacity of 4 tons on the 3-point and 2 tons on the drawbar. Without reinforcement, just by the maths, we can say that at the parking, tractor bearings are already at capacity. So if we want to enjoy the tractor like pulling a grain cart, a chaser bin, or just the sprayer, we might pull at rather high speed, you know, with the full tank on, it's all stresses that brings to those rear train. And you know, the tractor is so expensive. Spending about $5,000 on this reinforcement is much better than dealing with any maintenance issue we might have down the road because not using it. Finally, when we as for us, in winter, we like to have the tractor back to a narrower position. All we have to do is to flip the wheels. So we lift the tractor one side at a time, we lose those bolts, and we kind of flip the wheel one wheel at a time, and we remove the spacer in front, and we get the tractor back at about 85 inches wide. Again, more than enough for you know, driving on the road, safety, and within regulations. I hope that was interesting for you guys. Oh, let me add just one thing about the suspension here. This is a little narrow here, but the final version is going to be designed slightly differently. Again, this is a prototype version, but it's a nice little feature to enjoy CTF, controlled traffic farming. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to help you in installing those on your equipment. Bye.